Thank God it's Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening anywhere you are watching WYTV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. And this is News Review, where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. And I'm in the studio with...
Good morning or good afternoon, viewers all over the world. My name remains the same, Ambassador Rochimorilu, son of the prophetess.
You already know the sponsor for this show is still Nokpa Abbas, that produces Nokpa Abba Bitter, Abba Cool, Abba Tonic, Abba Powder. And for those of you that wants to be one of our sponsors, you can actually call the number you're seeing on the screen, or you can send us text and we'll reply as soon as possible. Well, the first paper I want to read out today is Punch. Supreme Court to hear ex-lawmaker indicated by Otedola Farouk Lawan's appeal today. With legal battle over expect accelerated development, Fubara. Long-standing crisis led to Ogun Speaker's impeachment, Dapo Abiodun. Ganduje, Uzodinma, Wu Kano governor. Then on Vanguard newspaper, Lagos Task Force raids Apapa Oshodi Expressway, Mile 2 impound 253 motorcycles. 3 men in police net for allegedly stealing 48 goats in Jigawa CP. Naira down to 1,405 Naira in parallel market. Then on Daily Post, troops eliminate 3 bandits, seize weapons in Taraba. Governor Bello install new Oinoi of Igbira land. Let's forget our differences. Lawal begs former governors. Kano, fire service rescues man from committing suicide over 2 million Naira death. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we're back, we'll talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. Our APC chieftain Ganduje and Uzodinma trying to woo Kano governor to come into the party APC. You know, Kano governor Abba Kabir is a NMPP candidate under Kwakwanso. But then now the Ganduje and Uzodinma is trying to talk to him like, okay, see what is going on. Come to our party and we'll support you. We'll give you the support you need.
You see, I don't think they know the right thing to do at the right time. This is not what we need at this point in time. Because when you look at this set of people, it was like them in a selfish interest. What they should have tried to monitor and come together, let all hands be on deck, was the insecurity over the land. And then hardship over the land. They should have worked hand in hand of doing this setup, of doing this kind of thing, instead of calling themselves to woo somebody to come in their party. Is it the party system that we want in Nigeria, or we want things? We want them to keep Nigeria forward, to move Nigeria forward. The hardship is upon the surface of the whole nation. They are not coming out to say anything about it. The insecurity in the land, they are not coming in to say anything about it. But now they are telling their co-mates to come to the party, that they are ready to give them to give him the full support. Is that what we need at this point in time? No.
Well, the national chairman of All Progressives Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has said that the door of the party is open for Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State to join the party. Now, this was as the chairman of the Progressive Congress Forum, Uzodinma, governor of Imo State, said Kano State was important to political fortunes of the APC. Now, they are not even after massive political growth of the state, Ganduje said. According to him, the party was also working very hard to ensure more members of the National Assembly from Kano State and others from other political parties joined hands with the APC. Sir, I didn't see any problem with what this man is doing, talking about Abdullahi Ganduje, because I told you earlier, maybe on this show or one show like that, I said politics in Nigeria is a game, it's a business. So this man is just trying to do business with the governor of Kano State, telling him, okay, come and join our company. So once you join our company, we share any dividends that come out of it.
Yeah. Nobody is denying the fact that the man is trying to do business. If he wants to do a business, let it be a secret business between both of them. Not that they will be coming. It was like this set of people are fooling the whole country. We have insecurity in the land. Recently, you remember when there was an attack in which village in Plateau State? There was an attack there. Why the army official came out to say that they said they have deployed troops into that place at least to calm the situation down. Why is it that when the troop at the surface of the deploying troop into that place, troops were there, while some set of bandits still came again and killed people and cut away with the incident, well, and no security personnel to rebel the attack of the bandits?
Well, I feel in Plateau State, Governor Muftwang is in PDP. He's a PDP member. And
maybe that's why they want to frustrate his efforts.
Exactly. So, you know what, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu went there in the first instance when the incident happened, the first attack that happened then. I'm talking about the 20 communities that were being attacked.
So they want to show that the governor is not capable of handling
exactly.
The state.
So they wanted to like tell him that, okay, if you need full support, join APC. So maybe that is what is actually going on. But then the chairman of the Progressive Forum, talking about Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, said Kano was important to the political fortunes of the APC. Ganduje now made the offer Thursday evening, that was yesterday, in Kano. Ganduje said, according to him, the party was also working very hard to ensure more assemblies, more members of the National Assemblies, rather, from Kano State and others from the political parties join hands with APC.
The party are not working together to see how they are going to take away hardship upon the land, farming upon the land. They are not working together tirelessly and see how they are going to make their people comfort. You see, this is our so-called Nigerian country. You know, I do say it, and I will still keep on repeating it, that not until when we rise up to our own responsibility and take the future of this country for the so-called ruiners, they call themselves leaders.
Well, we'll provide an enabling environment for all the factors or for the overall political growth of our party, state, and the country at large. I want to assure the good people of Kano State that the federal government will continue to initiate policies and programs that will enhance the well-being of the people. I also want to assure you that there is a move for other governors from various political parties to join our party. Very soon, some governors and members of the National Assembly from other political parties will also join the APC, he said. Ganduje said the Kano APC had accepted the verdict of the Supreme Court judgment, which affirmed Yusuf's election.
Because it didn't favor them. You could remember when they said the present Kano governor was sacked. We all knew what happened in the street of Kano and in the whole state of Kano, because they knew that this set of people, so-called the Hausas, they don't mind if it's going to cost them their life. They are ready to die for anything. That's why they had to go and reverse the judgment, because they don't want war.
But sir, you know, talking about the Supreme Court verdict, I feel maybe APC was trying to play games there. They actually knew they are going to lose because they don't have what it takes to win that case in court. Talking about the case of Abaka, because people love him, and that is the reason why they voted him in as the governor of Kano. So talking about the opposition party, APC, to NNPP, they could not bring out much evidence to win the case. So now the APC now trying to tell the governor, congratulating him on the verdict.
So they want him to come and join them so they can have more majority. But I didn't deny the fact. What I was trying to say, and I will keep on saying, was that This is not what we need at this point in time. If there is any canvas between him and the governor to come and join the party, it should be a secret indoor meeting that will not be known to the whole Nigeria. Is there any meeting you see this set of people as the chairman of APC, national chairman of APC? Have you ever seen this man calling the rest of the governors that are in that party, oh, please come, let's put head together, let's reason together and see how we are going to stop the insecurity in the land? Automatically, they are less concerned if the whole Nigerian die.
Well, Ganduje furthermore to say the door of the APC is open to wooing new members to the party across the country and in diaspora at group or individual level because of the good governance and sound promises of the party. So in order to enhance unity, progress and development of Kano State, the stakeholders meeting expressed a commitment to continue to pursue the path of dialogue with individuals, associations or political parties ready to join the APC, Ganduje added. Uzodinma, who spoke to the State House correspondent at the presidential villa in Abuja, did not deny the Punch report, which revealed that President Bola Tinubu has directed the APC chapter of Kano to reconcile with the governing party in the state, the new Nigerian People's Party. So I feel if Kwakwanso should join Labour Party or PDP, let me say he's a coward, because now people in Kano State, we have a majority of voters in Kano. You know, Kano has more populations in the country. So if NNPP could take over
that place
in Kano, so if they can work well in the next coming election, I feel this party, this new Nigerian People's Party, will go far in the coming presidential election.
Yes, the fact still remains the same, that when you see one man's food is another man's poison. They may have upper hand in the so-called state Kano, but not to the rest of the state.
But sir, even if with the fact that Kwakwanso was under NNPP,
yes,
he's still like it was in the top position in the last election.
If the old Nigeria is tired with the so-called administrative that is ruling Nigeria now, with the so-called APC. And when you look at this set of people in APC, you could have known that they were those people that are coming from PDP. Most of them were the majority that are coming from PDP when they see that PDP is no longer a ruling party in the country. That's why you see them from one party to another. Now let AMPP take over the affairs of the nation now. You see the set of people that have eaten the national cake in APC joining AMPP again, knowing fully well that when they get there, they still keep on eating.
Well, Uzodinma furthermore to say that Kano is not only important to APC but to Nigeria. So it's an important state for all of us. NNPP is a political party. The APC is a political party. The most important thing is the interest of Nigerians and the people. So now, you know, canvassing for party.
So it's the interest of Nigeria and the people. Which people? They are people.
Yeah, he's just trying to be clear that the two parties are in Nigeria, and it is people's choice to choose where they should belong. But it is normal for a political party member to woo someone that is in another party to their party. Well, let's move on to the next headline here. Lagos Task Force raids Apapa Oshodi Expressway by 2, impounds 253 motorcycles. But I thought the government of Lagos State said they don't want to see any motorcycle on the highway. On the highway,
yeah, they are coming out. Yes, exactly, that is what they said. But this set of people that were being raided, I believe they are so adamant. That is one. Then two, when you say they should go into the street, you don't know how many Okada that are out there in the street of Lagos. And you coming out to raid this set of people, impounding almost 250 plus motorcycle. This set of people that you collected this Okada from their hand, what would they be doing? If care is not taken, they would go into criminality. Because I believe this Okada is their means of surviving here in this Lagos State. Then two, this so-called law enforcement agency, some of them believe they are above the law. When this Okada is being taken from them, you see them, police taking some of those Okada along the express road. Were they not exclusive in the law that was given? Pass out that they don't want to see Okada in the street of on the highway.
Sir, there's one between you having a commercial motorcycle and having a private motorcycle. And besides, all these policemen you're talking about, they are on duty. It's not like they are using it to work or they are just using it to catch
Some of them use those Okada to work, to be carrying passenger. The military men use it to carry passenger, most especially the policemen. You go to Oshodi, Papa Oshodi. I was on that road yesterday. Go there, you see what this uniform men are doing. Do you know some uniform men even have it down for in Lagos? Have this all this your Tuesday bus that they drive personally themselves, putting on their uniform, driving those down for. I didn't say anything bad in it. You understand what I'm saying? Because at times you may be on shift duty, maybe they were on night and trying to see how their family is going to survive. How much are they paying them? But the first thing remains. Let them go to Third Million Bridge. Around 6 to 7 p.m. If you are driving along Third Million Bridge, you have to be very careful because of those boys that were standing beside the barricade. What happened? If care is not taken, you see them coming to you, bringing out guns, robbing you there.
No, they do rob at that Yano. Talking about that Yano
Woro area.
They do rob there.
That is what they do there, and nobody is coming out to say anything.
Different robbery cases.
Cases over there. Now, this set of people that you collected their Okada, what do you want them to be doing?
Well, the Lagos State Task Force yesterday impounded at least 253 commercial motorcycles, popularly called Okada, along Oshodi-Apapa Expressway and Mile 2 axis of the state over violations of traffic laws. The Okada riders were raided for operating on state highways and restricted routes after several warnings by relevant authorities. The extensive exercise, which took place along Oshodi-Apapa Expressway, was orchestrated by the chairman of the agency, Chief Superintendent of Police, CSP Shola Jejeloye, who disclosed that this set of operations were warnings to recalcitrant Okada operators to desist forthwith. Jejeloye described Apapa Oshodi Expressway as a take-off point for Okada operators who violate Lagos State traffic laws by operating on that particular highway and Apapa local government area, which is one of the councils where Okada operations have been banned outrightly. Sir, let's look at it this way. You see, no matter how any government in Nigeria, be it a state government, local government, or even federal government, made a law, we will have people that will violate the law.
I didn't say
we always have violators.
Yes, we have violators that violate the law.
Yes. Now, that's the reason why I said, normally, I'm not blaming the government for doing this. They are just trying to save their lives.
Save their lives. Let me come in. I could remember when we were in the barrack. My father was a military man. When we were at the Ojo military cantonment, then there was a law that was introduced in Lagos State. Then that was a law of crash element. That anybody that is riding an Okada, be you private or commercial, you should put on crash element. Now, anybody that violated the law, what's the punishment? Anybody that violated the law should be beaten mercilessly.
Just to be beaten.
To beat him, because when you beat them, they will know the reason why you beat them. Not to the point of death. They will tell those
just to torture them.
Just to torture them at that same spot. The following day, for him to have driven that Okada without crash element, you will know that yesterday he received the greatest beating of his life. I believe that thing should also be introduced, because my father was one of those people that went out to enforce the law. That was a law. That was the directive given to them by their superior. Then, now, if this set of people with the Okada was taken now, you see all those policemen that collected the Okada. Before you know, they'll pick some of the Okadas and begin to ride.
Sir,
because they believe they are.
Sir, you're still not getting the point.
I got what you are saying.
The point is, they didn't just come out.
Save their life, Abi.
Sir, they didn't just come out to start picking people. There are laws. They've made it known on papers, on radio, on TV. Like the announcement is out there that no Okada rider should pass this route, and it has been. It's not like yesterday or day before yesterday. It has been months they dropped this announcement. Okay, if they didn't arrest these people, they won't stop. And this will be.
Well, if you see, taking that Okada is not enough. Let them also arrest those people that they collected their Okada, if it's possible. Then enroll them into a queue.
Sir.
That will make them not to be jobless in the face of Lagos.
Sir.
That will make them not to go into crime. Now, I get what you are saying. Now, these 250 people that they have taken their Okada now, they will go back home. If they are unable to feed their family now, what happened?
Sir, it's none of my business. Do you know the reason why? You know the rule, you know the law, and you are trying to violate it, and you are being apprehended. So nobody speak for you. And I wanted to say something like, if any Okada rider feels what the Lagos state government is doing is bad, then they should go back to their to the village, or go to any other place that they could walk. There are a lot of places you can walk with your Okada in Lagos state.
All these Okada riders that you are talking, those set of places that we are talking, do you know how many Okadas that are out there? Those Okada riders, most of the Okada riders that you are seeing today, most of them were the Hausas that came all the way from their state.
From north.
Because of insecurity. Because most of them are into farming there. But because of all this insecurity, bandits killing today or tomorrow, they were looking for a greener pasture than where they were living.
Then that doesn't mean they should come from that far place to come and kill themselves in Lagos.
What I was trying to chip in out is this. You will not want, there's a Yoruba update that says, you will not want to collect a beans cake from a small child without giving him honor.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? For them to have come out, there are several warnings. Okay, since you are not listening, correctional center is there for them to pack them. So they will not constitute nuisance in the surface of Lagos. Now, this set of people, if they are not from our state here in Lagos, they came all the way from their state here in Lagos. Their Okada has been taken, which is the means of their survival. How are they going to survive? Sir, before you get to know, they'll go into criminality.
So either they collect their Okada, most of them even use this bike in the act of robbery. So I can't stand for them. Why?
That's
because most of them are just
the law. Not that they should collect the Okada alone. Those set of people should be apprehended and take them to the correctional center.
But
so they will be wiped off from the face of that place and for the face of Lagos State.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Everything has a penalty. They didn't catch them that they rob or they are into any criminality act. They were just violating
taking the Okada.
It's not like they won't give them back the bike.
Taking the Okada is not enough alone.
Sir,
you have to pay some amount of
money.
Exactly
what I'm saying.
If that is the charges, so be it. Because if you pay at least 100,000 or 200,000 for you to
get your
bike, I believe you will be able to know the reason why your bike.
Exactly what I'm saying. Now you are talking about correctional center. If they should take them there, it is not solving the issue.
It will solve a lot of things. It will solve criminality in their area,
sir,
where they were operating.
The only thing they could do is to run a task getter and sort out they are going to get their bike. Taking them to the prison, you are adding more to their problems. You've collected their bike and you are taking them for what?
Because they violated the law.
That's not the law. The law is once your Okada has been seized or your motorcycle has been seized, you look for a way to collect it. It's not like they're taking them to prison.
If truly the law says the Okada should be given to
that's it.
If truly the law says the Okada, you remember somebody who took one way in Lagos. His car was taken. Not a soldier. His car was taken at the end of the day. Right in the present, his car was sold for 300,000 naira.
So maybe, I can't say much on that because sometimes, we feel we don't need lawyers. That's where the lawyer thing comes in. Everybody needs a lawyer.
How do you get money to pay lawyer?
Sir,
how do you get money to acquire a lawyer to come and stand on his behalf?
Sir, you are just seeing this thing as if it is much money people pay for lawyers. It depends on the kind of lawyer you want to get. We have young lawyers, we have junior lawyers, we have senior lawyers. You cannot say because you want to having a lawyer does not mean that you should get into trouble.
How many people do you think he can afford to pay his lawyer to go out there, except the rich man that run a business?
But he can afford to lose his properties.
A man who was a kabu man that doesn't have money to that was using his car as a means of survival. Are you telling me that out of what is earning from that kabu, you should go and use the money to pay lawyer? Where did you get it? When you go to some lawyers today, before you get to know, they will tell you this is the amount for going to the court, this is the amount for serving. Where do you want the money, the man to get the money? Right in his present, the man was even crying, shedding tears. They sold his car out for 300,000 naira. He could not do anything about it.
Well, sir, do you actually know that if you don't have money, you can make money through your lawyer?
As in?
Exactly. You have a lawyer that knows what he's doing. You can use 5 naira to make 5 million. depending on how your lawyer wants to present the case. So it's not, having a lawyer is not about money. He's fighting for your right. Okay, fine, you violated the rule, and there is constitution, there is law for everything. The law does not say because you passed one way and your car was being seized, so the policeman should sell your car. In the law of in the Nigerian constitution, you understand? So having a lawyer does not mean you want to be spending money. You can even have a lawyer and use it to win cases. So I'm just imploring people, it is better for you to have a lawyer than you losing properties, things that you are supposed to, stand on, like this is my right, just because you don't want to spend, and you are losing. So everybody should learn this, because sometimes, this country, you have to use what you have to get what you want. Well, let's continue with the body of the news. However, our leniency has been taken for granted. You can see what Lagos State government is saying. They said our leniency has been taken for granted by these Okada operators and perpetrators of the illegalities in this area, who feel we are obvious of their activities. Then we have surprised them today and confiscated all bikes that operate here. I am sure they would have gotten the message by now. The chairman described the activities of the Okada operators as despicable as a result of their large numbers that congregate along the expressway, thereby constituting nuisance and creating unnecessary bottlenecks on the highway. From the volume of the motorcycles seized, here you can imagine how this location looked like at rush hour. We have to come to put an end to it so that Lagosians can have breath of fresh air and commute along this axis peacefully. Jajaloye subsequently addressed illegal merchants of petroleum products who deal in the sale of petrol on the highways, wanting them to relocate as their days are numbered. Can you imagine? You see, sometimes when the governments are working, fine, we know most of them collect bribes from all these people to stay where they are. But those bad eggs in the police, Nigerian police force, they will never be gotten if things like this are not done. There are some police officers that will be on this same highway collecting bribes from these Okada people. And they know the implication of them being there.
Give them brave of mind to stand in that place.
Imagine people standing by the roadside selling petroleum.
I didn't say, yes, we have people there.
That's too bad.
Are they just seeing them standing there selling petroleum products?
That's why the Jajaloye was saying their days are numbered. Well, Jajaloye assured residents that the agency would keep up with the continuous enforcement for compliance exercise across all nooks and crannies in the state. But let's move on to the last headline. 3 men in police net for allegedly stealing 48 goats in Jigawa state.
Well, I say is the hardship upon the country that makes them to go into stealing.
So the funniest part about this news is there were 3 men, and it seems they stole 12 goats because it is 48. So they have to divide the goats.
The goats into 12. You know how long they have been doing this before they were being apprehended. So they will go and fix the law, even if there is hardship upon the country.
Maybe one of them wants to do wedding and they have to do as soon.
Now, will you go to the extent of stealing almost 12 goats per each person? Well, the law will take its course.
Well, the police command in Jigawa State says it has arrested 3 suspects over the alleged theft of 48 goats in Babura and Kiyawa local government areas of the state. The Commissioner of Police, CP, in the state, Mr. Amadou Abdullahi, told newsmen in Duse yesterday that the suspects were arrested in separate operations between Monday and Tuesday. I said it. They have cliques, like they have, they know how they connect with each other. So they will be arrested in different places. Abdullahi said 2 of the suspects, identified as Abdullahi Usman, 20, and Hassan Ado, 22, allegedly conspired with one Tasil Umar, now at large, and stole 26 goats, worth of 1.3 million naira. The commissioner said one Hassan Ibrahim of Abari village in Niger Republic had on January 22 at about 9 a.m. approached the Babura police station and reported the theft of his goats worth 1.3 million naira. He said the command, upon receipt of report, swung into action, leading to the arrest of Usman Ado as well as the recovery of 8 goats in the possession. So now, imagine, this set of thieves are young guys, 20-year-old, 22, 26.
And they are all outsiders.
They are youth, yes.
And you see now, when we talk about education, educating a child, when you look at this set of people now, go through their family background, you will see that they were not in school. They didn't go to school. It is what they put inside their brain they'll be operating on. Now, all if these young guys are going into this kind of business, do you know how long they have been doing it? Do you know that they will also have a mentor, and do you know the set of people that they sell this goods to? This business, this is not the first time.
This is not the first time they've been doing it.
They've been doing it because when you steal, you go out there to see somebody who is going to buy from you. That person encourage you of doing more. But when you steal, you go out there, you were looking for a buyer. At the end of the day, you were unable to find a buyer. What happened? Before you get to know, you leave the business and want to do something reasonable.
But then this kind of business, if they didn't see buyer, they will eat it themselves.
Yeah, before they eat it on the 12 goats, how long will you know how long it will take them? Then for you to bring 12 goats into your compound, I believe some set of people are living in your area.
You may tell them he wants to start doing the business. They may not know.
You know, they will try, and people at the end of the day, people will try and get to know that they are going out there to steal those goats.
Well, the commissioner of police said the suspect during interrogation confessed to having stolen the 26 goats and also confirmed that 18 of the goats were sold to Abdullah Amadu of Kunyafa village and one Mustafa of Mandangana village, both at large at the cost of 210,000 naira. The CP added that the arrested third suspect, identified as Ado Buba, 25, a resident of Dundubus village in Duse, was arrested in possession of 22 goats suspected to be stolen. On January 23 at about 4 p.m., a patrol team attached to Jigawa Police Division, while on patrol, accosted Ado Buba, aged 22, of Dubus Fulani camp in Duse, while in possession of 22 goats, strongly suspected to be stolen, he said. Abdullah said Buba, during his interrogation, confessed to having stolen the goats from Andaza village in Jigawa. It seems that's okay. Let's say bandits kidnapping happening in Abuja, people kidnapping human beings. But in Jigawa State, is a case of kidnapping goats.
Kidnapping goats, stealing goats.
Well, late, the owner of the goats, one Adamu Maina of Andaza village, was traced and he identified the goats as being the CP added. The police boss said the suspect will be charged to court upon completion of the investigation. Imagine they didn't take you to court for stealing millions of naira. They are taking you to court for stealing ordinary goods.
You know, the funniest part of it in this nation was that, you see, this set of people will get charged to court at the end of the day will be jailed. Those that stole millions in the history of Nigeria, were they being jailed?
But sir, these goats it's not one goat.
I'm not encouraging them. I'm not encouraging them. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to know the judiciary, how the judiciary system of Nigeria works, when Ibori left power, Ibori was invited, was taken to court. At the end of the day, they said he did steal money.
Sir, do you know why?
Why?
Thank you. When I was talking about having a lawyer, these are the things. You see, all these politicians, they know the law. They are the lawmakers. They know everything. They know that if they have a lawyer that could stand and speak on their behalf.
Because they have the money.
It's not,
that is why they get the lawyer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is what you have.
Somebody that stole 50 billion naira, how much is he going to pay his lawyer to go and stand for him?
That's exactly. So
for him to bring 5 billion out of the money to pay the lawyer so they can waive the case of, you think it's going to be difficult?
So do you know we have so many people in that prison that they don't even know, they don't have hands in what they said they did.
What they said they did.
But because they didn't have
lawyer and nobody to speak for them.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, you see, Nigerian system is so corrupt to the extent in which nothing goes for free. Yeah, that's what I want you to know, except a lawyer that has been set aside by the government, given out to mercy that if you can't afford a lawyer. Yes, we have some lawyers that fight for human rights. For human rights, and those most out of 100% of those lawyers that fight for human rights, only you see 5% standing by the truth. Do you know the reason? Do you know the reason why they fight for human rights? Most of the cases they treat, they get money from it. Because when they get to know that you are the one, just imagine. Okay, one of my let me call him my dad. I do seek advices from him, and he told me if anybody brings a soldier or an army to arrest you, it is written in the constitution of Nigeria that a soldier cannot arrest you. Imagine, okay, me having that kind of case, and I have a lawyer. You go to the police station. Anybody, even an army that is coming to arrest you, is at its own risk. Now, most Nigerians use army to threaten people, just in case they want to win. Because this set of people that were being arrested were not being learned.
Exactly.
at
And they
times
don't know anything about the law.
Illiterate is an disease, but once you are exposed and you are learned, before you and you are learned, nobody can just bring an army to come and threaten you, or to go. The army will go to the extent of beating you, slapping you, doing all this sort of rubbish to you. It is not done.
So those are the things. Like even you yourself, you are not working in the law system. There are some things that we don't know. But the lawyer will be able to stand for you.
To stand for you. But what I still want you to know that Nigeria, nothing goes for nothing.
Well, this is where we are going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, on X account at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us on the show. We'll see you again. That'll be Monday. Be good and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.